Meet the Fab Four: Lucy, Ricky, Ethel, Fred. And Nick at Night plays all their greatest bits. Twist and shout. I want to hold your hand. Help! I am the Walrus. A hard day's night. Here comes their son. And Lucy in disguise with diamonds. All you need is love. I Love Lucy. 8 nights a week on the place for TV hits, Nick at Night.
Growing up, I was a big fan of the classic TV comedy I Love Lucy. And to this day, I value those precious moments when I can crack open a cold Diet Coke and settle on in and watch the antics of Ricky, Lucy, Fred, and Ethel. When I was younger, I had no idea about any of the drama going on behind the laughter, especially when it came to Vivian Vance. Here's an interesting picture. Yep, that's a young Vivian. No doubt this picture was taken while Vivian was likely in her 20s, working on Broadway as a chorus girl, long before she was cast as Ethel on I Love Lucy at the age of 39. But still, you get my point. Vivian, as the Tubes like to sing in their classic 80s song, well, she's a beauty. However, because Lucille Ball was the star of the show, that required Vivian to tone down her looks quite a bit. Additionally, Vivian was encouraged to put on a few pounds. Yeah, can you believe that? Bottom line, when it came to looks, Lucy wanted to be second banana to no one. By all accounts, that did bug Vivian a bit, but I think there came a point where she reconciled herself with the fact that as long as she chose to work with Lucy, it would be behind her, in her shadow. And I have to believe that, end of the day, Vivian found peace with that decision. However, as Lucy and Vivian's friendship grew stronger and stronger over the years, something else was building up a head of steam as well. You see, the thing that really got Vivian's goat was the disparity in age between her and co-star William Frawley. More than once I've read a quote from her that more or less said, "That guy should have been cast as my dad, not my husband." Because of the age difference and because of their very distinct personalities, the comedic chemistry that is seen on screen between these two is the only chemistry that there ever was. In fact, when the two weren't filming together, they made every effort to be nowhere near each other. But like I said, despite their differences, both Bill and Vivian were professionals, dedicated to their craft, so they made it work. Like I said earlier, while watching I Love Lucy as a kid, I had no idea about the off-screen turmoil that was going on. And without a doubt, it was much better that I had no clue that when Vivian would receive a script for the show, she'd quickly read through the whole thing just to see how much she would have to interact with William. After Lucy filed for divorce from Desi Arnaz, she began to work in earnest on her next project, The Lucy Show, which would debut in the fall of 1962. One of her first requests was for her friend Vivian to join her as a cast member. And most important to Vivian was that she didn't have to work with William Frawley again. So after The Lucy Show, this is how I remember Vivian best, pitching Maxwell House Instant Coffee as Maxine the Coffee Lady.
Sleepyhead, wake up.
Oh, Maxine, I was out so late last night.
A nice fresh cup of instant Maxwell House coffee will wake you up.
You and your instant.
Not just instant. Instant Maxwell House. I think my customers deserve the best.
So fresh tasting.
It's these flavor buds. That's where the freshness starts.
Hey, Susie, you're looking mighty fresh.
Oh, thanks, Maxine.
Thank Instant Maxwell House. Every cup tastes fresh, like your first cup in the morning.
During the mid-70s, Vivian made an appearance on the Mary Tyler Moore spin-off Rhoda. Her appearance was meant to be the beginning of a new recurring character that would show up from time to time. Unfortunately, because of health issues, Vivian's appearance on the show was a one and done. Vivian's last appearance with longtime friend Lucille Ball was a couple of years later on the TV special Lucy Calls the President. And sadly, a couple of years later, Vivian would be gone. She died at the age of 70 of metastatic breast cancer. After her death, Desi Arnaz remarked, "It's bad enough to lose one of the great artists we had the honor and pleasure to work with, but it's even harder to reconcile the loss of one of your best friends." Vivian was posthumously awarded a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 1991. It's sad that it didn't happen while she was alive, but I'm still glad that she received the honor. It's not the best way to remember Vivian's work. That will always be watching I Love Lucy. But still, it's a good way. Oh, I love this picture. Alright, now it's your turn. Please share your memories in the comments section. And while you're at it, I'd appreciate a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. And what the heck, why not subscribe to my little YouTube channel? I talk about music, movies, and mostly TV from the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. You know, the good stuff. But most importantly, and as always, thank you so much for watching.